It's just like this, man. I got a good heart, but you call me, I gotta get you, man. I got you here for a reason. I could.
This is Jaron Big Moda Rutherford, a 38-year-old Memphis rapper whose life came to a shocking halt on October 26, 2023, after a serious street incident left him unresponsive in an Oak Haven neighborhood.
You know what I'm saying? I've been shot before, I've been shot in the head, but that was years ago. But this shit woke me up. This shit for.
But this wasn't some random chaos. This moment was the result of choices made years earlier, tracing all the way back to a critical decision in 2010. Before breaking down how Big Moda's journey reached that final chapter, we need to rewind and look at where it all started. So the man, the mindset, and the code he crossed actually make sense. Born on June 22nd, 1988 in South Memphis, Jaron Rutherford didn't grow up chasing trouble.
I can't even let you threaten me because I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna take my life for real. So I gotta get you before you get me type shit, man.
Trouble surrounded him from day one. His environment shaped his path in only two directions: fold under pressure or toughen up fast. He chose to toughen up, diving headfirst into organized street circles and eventually rising within Young Mob Military, also known as YMM. This group operated out of the Walker Homes area and blended multiple street affiliations into one tight structure. But Big Moda wasn't just another face in the crowd. In street terms, he became a hard hitter, the go-to guy when disputes escalated and negotiations broke down. He handled high-pressure conflicts others couldn't touch, and his name started ringing out from South Memphis to Oak Haven. He dropped mixtapes with loud titles like Moda This, Moda That, and linked up with known Memphis artists such as Snooty Wild, Kevin Gates, and Trey Dizzle, slowly locking in his spot in the local hip-hop scene. Track after track, the sound hit hard, shaking speakers and turning heads across the city. One song in particular, What Up Charlie, turned into a street anthem for Vice Lord affiliates throughout Memphis.
A lot of people did a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I've been shot before, I've been shot in the head, but that was years ago. But then I was just getting shot and shit, like 12 times. This shit woke me up. This shit for real. I don't take nothing.
Proving Big Moda wasn't just talking the talk. He was deeply connected to that world. Big Moda's reputation for standing firm didn't come only from music or rumors. It came from real-life moments that traveled fast and had people talking far outside city limits. His name started buzzing heavy, and folks knew this image wasn't just studio talk. It was backed by real pressure and presence. Between 2015 and 2016,
Oak Haven community, a dark-colored car riddled in more than a dozen bullet holes on Chulahoma near Rains. It's another reminder of one of the latest shootings in the city that this time has apparently left a Memphis rapper known as Big Moda fighting for his life.
Big Moda landed in the middle of one of Memphis hip-hop's most talked-about confrontations. He was accused of taking rapper Shy Glizzy's chain during a tense nightclub situation allegedly sparked after Glizzy declined to do a feature with one of Big Moda's associates. The chain was later returned, but the message was already out there, loud and clear. Big Moda kept the moment alive by releasing a diss track titled Suspect, openly mocking Glizzy without holding back. Shy Glizzy fired back with his own response track, Cut It, keeping the back and forth buzzing across the scene. That brings us to February 27th, 2010, the day that flipped Big Moda's entire future upside down. This was the moment he went from a respected street figure to someone permanently watched and talked about. It started like a normal day, a casual trip to Southland Mall in Memphis. Big Moda pulled up with a close associate, Terrell Land, also known as Terrell Leverson, riding together in Big Moda's car, expecting nothing more than a simple shopping run. Inside the mall, they split up for a bit. Big Moda headed off to look at shoes while Lon handled his own errands. When Big Moda circled back, the scene in front of him was already spiraling fast. Mall security had Lon pressed against a wall, locked in a tense standoff that was clearly getting out of hand. Big Moda stepped in, trying to calm things down with words, hoping to stop the situation from blowing up. Witnesses later said everything happened in a blur right after that. The tension snapped, and in the chaos, Lan reacted in a split second during the struggle with security, triggering a sudden and shocking incident that nobody inside the mall expected. The loud commotion sent shoppers scrambling in every direction, panic spreading instantly through the building. Big Moda and Lan rushed out together, moving fast back to Big Moda's vehicle, with security cameras catching their exit from several angles. After dropping Lan off near Balin Street, the story took its most controversial turn yet. Instead of sticking to the street code, instead of keeping quiet and handling whatever consequences came his way, Big Moda made a move that changed everything. He chose to cooperate with authorities, and not quietly either. Big Moda gave a detailed statement, pointed Terrell Lan out in a photo lineup, and later took the stand in court. His testimony matched surveillance footage and played a major role in the legal outcome that followed for Lan, sealing his fate through the system. To be fair, Big Moda's defenders were loud about their side. They argued he simply told the truth about what he personally witnessed, that he didn't cause the situation and wasn't trying to set anyone up. Some said he was trapped in an impossible position. Either stay silent and face serious legal trouble himself, or speak honestly and deal with the street backlash. Others claimed he wasn't responsible for protecting someone who caused such a public incident without warning. But street culture doesn't run on explanations or legal logic. In that world, silence is sacred, no matter the circumstances. And this wasn't just any associate he spoke on. This was Terrell Lan, someone sources describe as his closest friend. Someone he shared meals with, someone who trusted him fully with his freedom and future. From that point on, the label followed Big Moda everywhere. Whispers spread fast, and the reputation he spent years building started cracking. Former allies looked at him differently, wondering if someone who cooperated once might do it again when pressure hit. Even after everything, Big Moda kept moving through Memphis like the rules didn't apply to him. He carried himself like his past reputation and rising music buzz could somehow cancel out the line he crossed years earlier. He stayed active with YMM, kept releasing music, and stayed loud on social media, posting with bold confidence like nothing could touch him. From the outside, it looked fearless, but behind the scenes, consequences were quietly stacking up. As the years rolled on toward 2023, it's possible Big Moda started believing he had slipped past the fallout. But his situation was way deeper than the 2010 cooperation rumors alone. He had been stacking rivals fast, faster than most could manage, even without that history hanging over him. Because of his role as an enforcer, Big Moda was personally tied to countless high-tension disputes. That meant he didn't just have his own issues, he inherited the problems of everyone around him who needed pressure handled. His close ties to young mob military put him squarely in the middle of a heated rivalry with KSBG, a conflict that had been intensifying nonstop through 2022 and 2023. The back and forth between YMM and KSBG reached a breaking point after a KSBG affiliate known as Cheese Dollar was lost in 2022, an event many connected to the ongoing feud. Tensions only climbed higher after that, with blame, rumors, and accusations flying non-stop on both sides. Then came the morning of October 26, 2023. Earlier that same day, another KSBG member, known as Big Grape, also called Big Gray, was lost during a serious incident in Whitehaven. Whether or not YMM was truly involved didn't even matter anymore. On the streets, perception rules everything. October 26, 2023 started like so many other Memphis nights, but it would end very differently. Big Moda, now 38, was riding in the passenger seat of a black Nissan Maxima, driven by fellow YMM member Travolta TJ Jones Jr. They were moving through Oak Haven near Kioma Road and East Rains Road around 9 p.m., just another routine ride through familiar territory, or so it seemed. Without warning, another vehicle pulled up alongside them, and the calm instantly shattered. A sudden explosive disturbance tore through the moment, striking the car repeatedly in rapid bursts. The windows blew apart, the doors took heavy impact, and the vehicle veered off course, crashing into a tree with crushing force that destroyed the front end. When the chaos stopped, the scene was overwhelming. The car was severely damaged, glass scattered everywhere, and the interior showed clear signs of extreme impact. TJ Jones Jr. was unresponsive at the scene, a tragic result of simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Big Moda was still clinging on, seen in footage later circulating online, barely conscious and struggling to breathe. He was rushed to Regional 1 Hospital in critical condition with extensive trauma that pushed emergency care to its limits. Despite every effort, some damage is just too severe to overcome. Shortly after midnight, Big Moda passed away from his injuries. Early official reports focused only on the destruction to the vehicle, offering no clear details on motives or those responsible. The strongest theory circles right back to February 2010, with many believing years of resentment tied to the cooperation allegations finally boiled over. According to this view, people loyal to Terrell Land or others who couldn't accept a known cooperator moving freely through their neighborhoods felt enough time had passed and the score needed settling. In street logic, patience doesn't mean forgiveness, and old grudges don't expire. Another theory focuses on the much more recent tension between Young Mob Military and KSBG. Big Moda's passing happened just hours after KSBG affiliate Big Grape was lost earlier that same day, leading many to believe this was fast-moving retaliation rather than something planned for over a decade. To supporters of this theory, the timing feels way too precise to be a coincidence. A third perspective says the truth may be messier than any single explanation. It suggests Big Moda's fate came from multiple pressures colliding at once. The long-standing cooperation label that never faded, the heated YMM and KSBG conflict that was already spiraling, and his role as an enforcer that created personal enemies beyond group rivalries. On top of that, there could be disputes and debts nobody outside those circles ever knew about. His bold social media presence didn't help either. Posts where he claimed nobody could touch him may have poured fuel on tensions that were already burning hot, turning him into a symbol some felt needed to be humbled. What is known for sure is this: Memphis authorities have made no arrests, named no suspects, and released no updates suggesting the case is close to resolution. Officially, the case remains open, but realistically, it's gone quiet. Big Moda was laid to rest in mid-November 2023, surrounded by friends and family who chose to remember the side of him the public rarely saw. To them, he wasn't just a hard-edged figure. He was loyal, generous, and protective of those in his circle, even if he kept a tough shell on the outside. He left behind children who will now grow up without their father, forced to one day balance the man they knew at home with the complicated image attached to his name in the streets and online. His story sparked heavy debate that still divides people to this day. Some see cooperating with authorities as simply telling the truth about what you witnessed, while others see it as crossing a line that street culture treats as untouchable. The arguments go deeper. Should loyalty to a group outweigh responsibility to the wider community, and do the streets get to decide consequences when the legal system doesn't move the way they expect? Looking bigger, Big Moda didn't exist in a vacuum. Young Mob Military operated within a structure far more organized and serious than outsiders might realize. In July 2025, multiple YMM members were charged in a large federal case involving organized activity, illegal business operations, and coordinated planning across state lines. Earlier federal cases in 2017 also tied dozens of individuals to large-scale distribution networks, with YMM members named among them. Public incidents tied to the group, like high-profile fast food disputes and bold daytime confrontations, showed just how far some members were willing to push boundaries in open spaces. The streets don't forgive, don't forget, and don't care about explanations or personal reasons. They only focus on the code and what happens when someone crosses that line. Big Moda's story shows how fast respect can flip into consequences, no matter how much time passes. What's your take on how everything played out? Do you think his fate was inevitable, or could things have gone differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can see it. Click one of the cards on your screen for more stories like this, and I'll see you on the next one.